Oh my, what a storm it was, still is. We still have some wind across East Idaho, not nearly as bad as what we showed you earlier. But now we have time to clean up the mess, right? And the mess is now pushed to the south. Northern Utah just getting hit severely with high winds. Near downtown, 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And then almost 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts recorded at Farmington. That's the exit that you would get off for Lagoon. You know the place. Almost 100 miles per hour. Semis are flipping over, all sorts of damage there. So if you have to travel into northern Utah anytime soon, you may want to just reconsider waiting until late morning tomorrow because they're still looking at the potential of high winds. That cold air rushing in from the north, the cold front that prompted all the ruckus for all of us here in the Intermountain West is now well into Arizona. Didn't waste any time. The fact that it didn't waste any time was the reason why we had so much wind. Just incredibly fast front, and now it's going to leave its little path behind over southern Arizona into tomorrow. So tonight's forecast, we mentioned this earlier, a freeze warning for the Snake River Plain with a clear sky. Some of us will see a hard freeze. Idaho Falls, Rexburg, and St. Anthony, only in the 20s. Definitely a hard freeze there. Staying lucky, but staying just barely above freezing in American Falls, the low of 33. Pocatello, that 32's in town, not at the airport, so do what you can to cover those flowers and plants that are still standing in the wake of all that wind. Cover them, because otherwise you may have some damage in the morning when you look at your little flowers. They may not be too happy with you. Freezing for some in the central mountains. We got a temperature staying above freezing overnight in Chalice, Mackay, and Arco, but definitely at freezing or below. Salmon just slightly below. Leadore at 29 degrees. Below freezing for the upper highlands in western Wyoming. 18 in Afton. How's that for a low? Can always be colder. I know we complain about the cold here. Well, just nearby, definitely colder. 22 in Montpelier. That's colder than it was last night. Soda Springs, 25 for low. So the moral of this story, cover everything up because if the wind hadn't gotten it, the frost or the freeze will certainly get it by late tomorrow morning. Sunny again for the southeast corner of the state. Temperatures, though, would you believe? Actually a little warmer than they were today. In fact, quite a bit warmer because we won't have the wind. It'll feel really nice out there. 65 for High Island Park, Yellowstone at 57. Now for the central mountains, we got 70s. Wow, it's almost trying to be back to summer. 74 in Chalice, 72 in Salmon, Stanley at 73. And amen to that, not nearly as windy, just awfully cold in the morning, but we'll certainly make up for it in the afternoon with highs in comfortable 70s. Southeast Idaho Chevy dealer 7-day forecast looking ahead. It is a warming trend. 90 by Sunday. Wow, what a warming trend. That takes us into latter part of the weekend, coming out of it in the upper 80s. And the way it looks now in the next 7 days, not nearly the wind that we were just treated to. Idaho Falls 7-day forecast. Warming trend begins tomorrow and even warm as we get into the weekend. 87 on Sunday, so very warm. Mid-80s going back to work next Monday. 7-day forecast for the Teton area. We got high temperatures finally in the 70s on Friday. Upper 70s coming out of the weekend, going back to work on Monday. And then for the Central Mountains, same thing, a warming trend already in the 80s on Thursday, upper 80s on Sunday. Oh yes, we get a chance to really catch our breath.